One of the things that is incredibly frustrating about a fan of collector's editions is that THQ Nordic's collector editions are
very expensive.
I think they value their products just a little too highly, and they do have a pretty good backlog of games. I would say that they have really amassed a lot in the last few years as they continue to buy lesser known titles, put a nice coat of paint on them, and re-release them. And a lot of them, unfortunately, do fall in that budget game category. Their collector editions, though, are the most expensive around, typically ranging anywhere from $200 to $400. Thankfully, it seems like THQ Nordic has got the hint and is going to release a collector edition that isn't going to necessarily break the bank. And that is why I'm doing this video today on Desperados 3. So here's the official website on the THQ Nordic webpage. It's a modern real-time tactics game set in a harsh Wild West scenario. You take control of a ragtag band of highly functioning and unlikely heroes and heroines. Now, I played Desperados 2 and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know if the game was going to get a sequel or not. I don't think it sold particularly well, but I'm happy to see that they're trying it again with Desperados 3. So it kind of reminds me of XCOM, I guess is probably the best comparison I can give. And I think we could look at some of the screenshots here really quick. I guess they don't magnify anymore, but it looks like it's got some nice attention to detail. A lot of this is their alpha footage. So I think they've done a good job setting some really pretty backdrops for you to walk through and explore with your character. So if you want to pick up the collector edition, it's $120. It is available pretty much anywhere. I've seen it at GameStop and at Amazon here in the United States. Globally, I have seen it on Amazon UK. I'm not sure about Amazon France just yet, but I'm sure it's going to be making the rounds. And I know this is a really hard picture to look at, so that's why I took a screenshot of their YouTube video and paused it, and that's what we're going to look at here. This is coming later this year. I don't know if they've given an official release date. It seems like everything going on with COVID-19 now really does shuffle when things come out. So I'm not exactly sure when, but they are committing to a release date at some point this year. So what is $120 going to get you? Well, it's going to get you the game, and it's going to be available for the computer, for Xbox One, or for PlayStation 4. It's also going to include the official soundtrack and Artbook. What I like about the soundtrack is that it is a physical piece of media. It is not a digital code. You do not go online and download MP3s. It's not something that's got a built-in player that you have to launch or anything like that. This is nice for people like me who still have a CD player in their vehicle, and if you want to rip it yourself and put it on your iTunes music list, you can, but it's nice to have the physical media to make that choice on your own. You're also going to get some postcards, which are different screenshots from the game, all wrapped up in a nice premium box. And the highlight, of course, I always save the best for last, is a spinning music box with 5 exchangeable figurines. Now, this is very, very interesting because I would suspect a lot of people who are into video games that are younger have no idea what the hell a music box is. That's just, not that I'm dating myself. I mean, I don't really remember playing with one when I was a kid, but definitely a relic of the past was the spin-up music box, and particularly in the Wild West where Desperados takes place. These were very commonplace because they didn't have electricity, and they didn't have radios or iPod players or anything like that, and instead they had these little music boxes. So the cool thing is, you spin it up and you can put any of these 5 figurines on, and the character will spin and the music will play, and it's kind of neat. Does it sell Desperados 3? No. I would argue that a lot of people probably have no idea what the heck this game even is. So getting an iconic statue or an iconic figure of a famous point in the game, whether it be a character or a famous scene or something along those lines, probably is going to go over most people's heads, which is why I think this is a very clever marketing strategy, because this is a novelty item. This is definitely something you're not going to see on many collector edition shelves, and it's something that is very unique. In this case, I would say having the word Desperados written on the front of it is okay, because it doesn't really stand out on its own. And the fact that you get all these different figures and you could change it out, I think is pretty cool. So it's $120. You can pre-order it now. I'm going to post a link in the description box below of both the official THQ Nordic website as well as a link to both GameStop and to Amazon. At least here in the States. If I'm sure, again, depending on what country you're in, you can find it elsewhere. But I think this is cool, and I'm going to applaud THQ Nordic for doing the right thing this time and really taking a hard look at these collector editions because they were getting extremely outlandish. So good on you, THQ Nordic. I look forward to playing this game when it comes out. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look at the collector's edition. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.